Hi guys, so day 2, I'm coming to you live from my car. That's why it's in a really awkward angle, because apparently I have like no shelf space in my car. It's a thing. So let's talk. Day 2, making a plan. I love this because I'm a list maker. Like, I make lists for everything. I'm like, grocery shopping, make a list. Life, make a list. Making a new plan, make a list. And so I love this day. But one of the biggest things about starting a new habit, and that can be in health and fitness, that can be in your life, that can be going back to school, that can be a new job, anything. Like 4 of these things that I'm going through at once right now. Like, make a plan. Because if you have a plan, you know, like, clearly what steps you need to follow. And if you're missing a step, like, when you're making this plan, you're going to figure it out. Which is why making a plan is so freaking awesome. So, like, obviously, like, you're going to want to sit down and you're going to want to figure out like what things you want to accomplish. That's the biggest thing to figure out. Be like, what do I want to accomplish with this plan? Hey, maybe if I scoot back. Hey, look at that. Better angle. But you're going to want to figure out, what do you want your end goal to be? Do you want your end goal that within 3 weeks you have a solid routine down and you want to accomplish X, Y, and Z? Do you want your end goal to be that you sorry, I'm getting distracted. I have a really bad ADD. Do you want your end goal to be that you are, embarking on a new career, that you are doing something else, that you're looking for something, anything like that? Like, figure out what your end goal is. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use the end goal of just starting a whole new routine. Okay, so figure out what that is. You want to incorporate, kids are going back to school. You want to incorporate that you have your job, you have your work life, you have obviously social schedule, and then also you want to work out, you want to have time to, cook and do laundry and all that. So those are all the things that you need to incorporate into your new schedule, your new life, your new routine. And list those all out, all 500,000 things that you have to do in a week, because that's life. List them out. So once you have those listed out, what I kind of do is try to prioritize them. So some of my daily priorities are going to work, like top priority right there. Getting Madison ready for school and off to school. So I have to do that. My workouts are a priority. And then weekly priorities are meal prepping, grocery shopping. My roommates' hockey and softball games are a priority. Things like that. So those are all my priorities. And I get a big I open up my Google Calendar and I start plugging all this in. The thing is, when you're plugging things into a calendar, allow for extra time. I know a lot of these calendars have like include travel time, all that. It doesn't work. Include extra time. One of my biggest downfalls when I first started scheduling out and creating a routine was that I would say, okay, my workout's going to take 30 minutes. So I schedule 30 minutes for a workout. It doesn't quite work like that, because you know what I do? I sit around, I drink my pre-workout, I hang out for a minute. I'm like, oh crap, I'm really, really tingly. I better put on play. 45 minutes to an hour later, my workout's done. It's not just that 30 minutes. Same with picking kids up from school. You go pick Madison up from school, and yeah, it takes 15 minutes to get to school, 15 minutes to get home. So you could just schedule a half hour. When was the last time your kid was ready when you came to pick them up? Or that traffic was perfect, or that it wasn't, oh, we need to do this on the way home, or 400 other little things. So make sure you're scheduling extra time in to your buffer, because your goal is with this schedule is to have literally everything scheduled out, including free time, including time for friends, including time for your spouse, different things like that. So make a plan, make a schedule. And then you're also going to figure out when you're wasting time, because chances are you aren't going to schedule 6 hours of TV time every night, like some of us tend to do. Mine's actually video games, but same diff. And so you're going to find where you're wasting a lot of time too, that you can actually use to help you accomplish these goals and help you really come up with some extra time to get things done, and possibly even add more into your life if you're into that kind of thing. I'm not, but if there's more that you want to accomplish, that's where you're going to find things as well. And then once you have this plan, and go through it over and over again and talk about it and think about it, once you have this plan, it's not set in stone. You can adjust it as need be, but B, stick to it. Try and follow it, because once you're following it, that's where you're going to be able to find like, oh, I need to tweak this. I need to add this. This really isn't bringing me joy. I want to take this out. It's also where you're going to get the time to do your daily practices, your daily affirmations, your daily meditations, things like that. Now, the thing with this plan is that sometimes things come up. Like right now, I am sitting outside my grandma's nursing home because my mom's out of town this week. And so like I have to rearrange my schedule, and I picked up an extra shift at one of my 500,000 jobs, and things like that. But when you have this schedule, and like I said, I like to do mine in Google Calendar, so it's on my phone, you can go through and you can add and you can adjust. And you also, once you're in this routine, you understand like when things can be moved around and how they can be moved around and really where you function. I don't function very well at 6 a.m. Brooke swears by her 4 a.m. workouts. That's not me. I can do mine in the afternoon, evening, any other time, but early morning is not my jam. I lay in bed and I deal with my life. But you know what I mean? And so that's where you're also going to find things like that. And think about that when you're creating your plan. Think about that when you're creating your schedule, because if you are an early morning person, great. Get some stuff done. If you're not, that's okay. Accept that and don't try to force yourself to be something you're not. And that's why making a plan is so important. And don't follow somebody else's plan. Create your own. Talk about it with your spouse. Things like that. So, post below what your guys' action plan is for whatever it is that you guys are working on, whether it's your health and fitness, whether it's getting back in a school routine, whether it is starting a new job. Whatever your action plan is for, post it below. I want to see it. I will share mine. Somebody tag me and hold me accountable. Brooke Merriman. I will post mine. And yeah. So I'm going to go see my grandma and then go to work. And I will talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.